Welcome to the Java Programming for Beginners tutorial. In this tutorial series, I plan on teaching you guys all the basics to Java and object-oriented programming. But before we get started, I need to make a quick video on how to get all your tools set up. Now, if you've already set up your JDK, and I'm going to be using the 8 version, you can skip this part and wait for me to get to the next part to set up Eclipse. But if you have not done this, then you need to scroll down and click the link below the video that will take you to this website. And you are going to go and download your development kit for Java. So I'm on Windows 64-bit, so I would download this version of the JDK. And actually, there might be a licensing agreement that you might have to accept before you can do this too. And you just accept that real fast and you'll be able to do this. But I'm on 64-bit, so I would use this for Windows. If you're on 32-bit, you can use this. There's versions up here for Linux and Mac. And I don't know anyone who uses Solaris, but if you do, whatever, use it. So once you click this, it's going to download an executable, and you're going to start the executable, and it's going to install the JDK. And I'm not going to do it for you right now because I already have it installed. But after you install it, there's still a few more things you have to do. So if you're on Windows 7, you're going to go to your Start menu, and you're going to click, and you're going to go to My Computer. And then I think you right click for properties or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not on Windows 7. If you're on Windows 8, I can show you how to do that. You open up your File Explorer and you go to this computer, you right click and go to properties. And this is when it gets similar for Windows 8 and Windows 7. And then you're going to go to Advanced System Properties and environmental variables. Now, sorry, we need to take a step back because we're not ready to do this yet. Keep that window open and just go back to your File Explorer and go to OS, or if you're on Windows 7, it's going to be similar, but it's not going to be the same. You're going to go to Program Files and you're going to look for your JDK that you just downloaded. Now mine is in a Java folder with all my other Java stuff. And you have the JDK 1.8 if you downloaded the one I told you to. And then you're going to go to bin, and then you're going to look for this file called Java C, and you're going to right click properties, and you're going to get the location of this file, and you are going to copy it. Same way for Windows 7, and you're going to go back to that window we just opened, System Properties, and we're going to go to Environmental Variables, and you're going to go to System Variables. There should be one called Path. If there is not one on here that's called Path, you need to create a new one and label it Path the same way I have it labeled. And then you go to Edit if it's already there, and you're going to paste the file path that we just copied. And so once you've done that, you have set up your JDK. Now once your JDK is set up, it's time for us to set up Eclipse. So I have another window open, another tab, and I'm going to put the link to this window in the description below. And to download it, you're going to click on this little green icon. It's going to take you to another page, and it's going to download the Eclipse zip file. It might take a second, there might be a delay, but it should download, and there'll be instructions on that page for you to follow too. Then you're going to go to your File Explorer, and this is exactly the same for Windows 8 and all previous versions. You're going to go to your downloads, and this is my Eclipse zip file that I just downloaded. So you're going to right click, and then you are going to extract all. And you're going to want to put this onto your hard drive. It's going to be under OS, your C drive for Windows 7, and I put it under Program Files, and then I would hit OK, but I've already done this and I don't want to redo it and waste time. But you're going to hit OK and it's going to extract all the files to that folder. After you've done that, we are going to go to your OS drive where you extracted your folder. If you didn't extract it to your OS, and go to wherever you extracted it to. And we're going to look for Eclipse. There it is. And I'm just going to make a shortcut. And yes, I want to put it on my desktop, or else would I put a shortcut? Alright, so now I have the shortcut on my desktop, which is really nice because then you don't have to go to File Explorer. This is the Eclipse version we're working with. And so I'm going to open up Eclipse. And then it's going to ask you to pick a workspace. You can use the default workspace, but I have like a million different workspaces, so I'm not going to do that. Just make sure that you remember where your workspace is, that way you can access it. Once you start programming a lot more, you're going to have a lot more workspaces to deal with. You'll be switching them all the time, and it's not a big deal. It's what Eclipse is designed to do. Okay, and now we have the welcome screen of Eclipse. So I'm just going to X out of it because it's kind of stupid. And okay, so in our Package Explorer, to make a new Java project, you're going to right-click, New Java Project. Pretty easy, and we're going to say Beginner Tutorial. And I'm not sure if that's how you spell beginner. I always feel like that's wrong. And we are going to right-click on our source folder, and we're going to say New Class. And I'm just going to call this main, because we're going to do a quick test to make sure everything's set up correctly. And so every Java program is going to start with a main method. And you need to do this exactly the same way I do it, or else we're going to have issues. And we're going to say public static void main string brackets args open bracket and close. Yeah, we don't really need one. And then we're just gonna test if it's working. So we're gonna say system.out.println hello world. And then I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna left click, I'm gonna hit OK, and then look, it printed hello world into our console, and we have successfully set up the JDK and Eclipse. And so we're good to go. That's all we need to cover in this tutorial. In the rest of the series, I want to cover all the basics of Java, and I could spend a long time listing them out, like if statements, for loops, and I really want to focus on object-oriented programming because that's the basis of what we're going to do in my later tutorial series. But I hope you guys found what you're looking for, and this is going to help you become a better programmer. So make sure you like and subscribe to see the rest of my videos, and I'll see you guys next time.